Welcome to episode 27 of the Unemployed Journeyman with Fukushima United here in the J2 League. And we've got one player has left. Another one is hopefully going to be coming in. We've lost a game, we've won games, and we're now playing against the only team that's still unbeaten in the J2 League. Hi, welcome to the video, and let's have a look at how things have been going since you were last with us. In the previous episode, we played against Kumamoto and Shimizu in the league, winning against Kumamoto, losing against Shimizu. And then we played against Fukushima away from home. We had a game in between these two that was actually postponed. That was the game against Akita. So against Fukushima, we won 2-1 away from home. And the goals come from Martinez and Iwabuchi. Sandoval actually picked up an injury in that game, and Iwabuchi came on for him and scored the goal. Lovely jubbly. I would say we actually did deserve the win as well. More shots on goal, more shots on target, better XG, better pass completion, most possession. It was a nice game. We were in control of that game. Very pleased with that indeed. Then we went against Oita and lost 1-0. This was also away from home. This was the second of 3 consecutive away games. And I kind of think we were very unlucky because they had 1 shot on target and scored it. We had 14 shots at goal compared to their 2. 8 on target compared to their 1. An XG of 2.11 compared to their 0.39. And we just couldn't score. We just could not score. Absolutely toothless. We didn't have as much possession. Their pass completion was slightly better. But I think personally we dominated that game. We obviously had more of the better chances in that game. And we really should have won it. But yeah, we come away with a 1-0 win. And then against Gamba Osaka in the League Cup first round, first leg, again away from home, a 2-0 defeat. So again, another game where we haven't scored any goals. And again, a game where we weren't outplayed. We had the same amount of shots on target there, more shots at goal. We had a much better XG, better pass completion, better possession. Our problem at the moment is really scoring goals. The fact they scored from both their shots on target was quite frustrating. But again, I don't think we were actually that bad in that game against Osaka. And it certainly means that when we get the second leg at home, I'm fairly confident that we could actually pick something up in that game. Whether we can overturn a 2-0 deficit is another matter. They are in the J1 League. So again, another game against a team in the J1 League where I think we've actually done very decently. Then we just played Toshigi at home, 4-1 the win. As you see, Pufflet put us 1-0 up after 10 minutes. Egawa put us 2-0 up after 18 minutes. We then had a penalty from Matsumoto. They then pulled one back to make it 3-1 just before. So it was an action-packed first half. Then in the second half, we got another penalty. Matsumoto taking it again, scoring it again. 4-1 win. Very nice indeed. Very pleased with that. As you see from the stats, absolute domination from us. Possession was pretty even, but in terms of shots and goals, shots on target, XG, all that sort of stuff, we absolutely outplayed them. So in today's episode we played Kofu, and Omiya. If we have a look at the J2 League, and as you can see here, Kofu are currently 3rd and are the only unbeaten team left in the league. And Omiya are down here somewhere. They're in 16th. In terms of the teams we've beaten Toshigi, we've beaten Kumamoto, the 2 teams that are currently in the relegation zone we have picked up wins against. And the best team, or the highest placed team we've played, has been Fukushima, who, again, we beat them as well. The teams we've actually lost to, which I'm going to have to remind myself, I know Shimizu are one of them, Oita and Shimizu, both teams that are currently below us in the league. After 5 games for us, 6 games for pretty much everyone else, but 5 for us, we are on 9 points with 3 wins and 2 draws. 5 points away from the relegation zone. That is the aim for this season, remember. The aim absolutely is just avoid relegation. If we can do that, absolutely happy as anything. So anyway, getting into transfers, we have a look at the transfer history. We have sold Ko Miyazaki for 50,000, rising to 67,000 to Mito. And yeah, they came in with an offer. I just thought, okay, we'll sell him. He wanted to go as well. In terms of players coming in, we do have one potentially coming in, which is Yoshihisa Yoshisa Mori. I'm very strong with it. A player coming in called Mori. I can't even say that one. He's a Japanese 29-year-old. Looks fairly decent. Our scout report is saying would be a terrific domestic signing. He can play as a poacher, an advanced forward, deep line forward, pressing forward, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, Mori overall just looks a fairly decent player. The bid we put in for him is for £100,000 rising to 250,000, and I potentially would be looking at him coming in as our first choice. If he's not going to be our first choice, he would replace Umaida as our backup option, which was pretty much the position Miyazaki was in. So that's where we are at the moment. If we have a look at dynamics, club atmosphere is very good, managerial support is very good, team cohesion is very good. In terms of what the board and the supporters think, it's a B from the board, it's a B plus from the supporters. Finances are looking good. We just sold a player, about to bring one in, so that'll go down obviously, and we'll spend more of our wage budget, but we've got plenty left in the wage budget. So yeah, everything is looking pretty darn decent. So Kofu away from home, this could be painful. This is probably not probably, it is our biggest game of the season without a doubt. So this is what we're just gonna make one change there, because we played Kojima in the last game because Hiroya Matsumoto was not match fit for that. We have been resting players in between games, so he's been coming every 2 or 3 days, but he still wasn't fit. Didn't have an injury or anything, just wasn't match fit. So it's Kawata in goal, Matsumoto at left back, Agawa at right back, Omori and Pedro in the centre of defence, Kobayashi and Matsumoto in the centre of midfield, Martinez and Iwabuchi out wide with Takagi and Pufflet up top. Sendaval is still not available. He's out injured. He's another 2 days. He will be available for the next game, but whether he starts it or not is highly doubtful. So let's get into it, and hopefully we can do well in this game. I'm not expecting to win it, I'll be quite honest, but if we can do ourselves proud and not get absolutely hammered or overrun. They've won 2 games either side of 3 draws there, playing a 4-4-2 formation. They actually look like they've got a nice pitch there as well. How many are there? 9,000 in attendance. So yeah, they're playing a 4-4-2 compared to our 4-2-4, but I like to call it a 4-4-2. I thought Takagi was going to be through there. If he's a little bit quicker, he may well have been. But it's going to be a goal kick to Kofu. They go long. We win the ball, which is quite a rarity compared to what we were like last season with long balls from goal kicks. Here's Agawa, goes back to Pedro. He finds Iwabuchi, playing the ball about. It's a nice ball over the top for Agawa to chase. He's got it. Crossing to the box, and it's 1-0. Akito Takagi, 2nd goal of the season. I'll tell you what, this Agawa lad, I have been impressed with him. He has been very, very decent for us this season. And he gets the assist for Takagi to put us 1-0 up in the 7th minute. It's a great start. Let's be honest, it is a great start. Here's Omori with the free kick. It does confuse me, centre-backs taking free kicks, but oh my word, is it the crossbar, I think? Wow, that was an effort and a half from Omori. We almost got a goal from a direct free kick, which, as I said before, is not something that happens very often. So I think we've just got above Kofu. Are we going to be the team to give them their first defeat? I mean, look how nice... we've lost it. I was just going to say how nice we were playing it about. We've won it back. Pufflet gives it to Iwabuchi. Can he get the cross in? He can, and it's 2-0. Oliver Pufflet, he started the move, he's finished the move. Iwabuchi gets the assist. And in the 26th minute, we are 2-0 up against Kofu. We're up to 5th in the league with the way things are at the moment. Almost said with this win, but obviously they've now pulled one back, so I won't say that. Oh, that looked like a poor goal to concede, I have to say. But that's why it's always nice to get 2 goals, because then you've always got that little bit of leeway. We get the ball back now with Agawa, gives it to Takagi, playing it about. Here's Martinez to Pufflet. Oh, and Pufflet's shot was saved by the keeper. It's going to go out for a corner. Matsumoto will take it. Not really anybody there. Puts it back in again, but it goes straight to the keeper. And it's a goal kick to Kofu. Oh, Pufflet's got an injury. No, that's terrible. He's played really well in this game as well. Right, Umeda can come on for him. I think that could well be a bad injury as well, the fact that he's had to go straight off. Luckily, we do have another striker, hopefully, as I say, incoming. Right, very pleased. Everyone's looking delighted. If we can just do more of that in the second half, then this will be an absolute bonus of a win. Because I really wasn't expecting a win in this game. I had a hope we might be able to get a draw, even though we've not had a draw so far this season. So we have the free kick. It's now with Pedro. He's kind of like a ball-playing defender. He's a posh centre-back. And Iwabuchi just gives it away. He's a hangover from last season, Iwabuchi. They've won the race for the ball. Can they get the cross into the box? No. We've won it back. Agawa clears his line, but it goes straight to them. We could probably do with closing them down. They've just hit the crossbar and we've headed it out for a corner. And I'm actually going to take this opportunity to make substitutions. So Matsumoto can come off for Matsushita. And I don't really want to take Agawa off because he's actually having a really good game. Pedro's not having the best of games, but I think we'll leave him for now. But I think if Fujioka could probably come in for Martinez, because he's... No, see, this is the thing. I think I'm just going to make the one change. Just the one in midfield. We will look at taking Agawa off for Ujima. The ball's gone into the box and it's luckily straight to Kawato, our keeper. Must be, I got a bit concerned there where the highlight didn't end. It still hasn't ended, to be fair. And we've gone for a long goal kick again when we should be going short, but they now have the ball. They've hit the post again. My word, we are hanging on at the minute. I think I will need to make more of a change shortly. Might be worth dropping down to balanced. If we concede here, then I won't drop down because we would like to get the goal, to be quite honest. Oh, how many times have they hit the frame of the goal? 3 times they've hit the frame of the goal. We've hit it once. Right. Pedro, I think, can come. Agawa will drop into the middle. Pedro can come off for Masaya Kojima. So that kind of makes that change. I can't really take Maeda off because, I mean, Fujioka could play up top. But, I mean, Maeda's come on as a substitute, so I don't really want to take him off. I think that's going to be the sole change. We'll just do that one change. And I think what we will do as well is we're going to drop to a balanced mentality. Right, they have this highlight now. Ball into the box. And they scored. From 2-0 up, it's now 2-2. A draw would not be a bad result. But it'll be heartbreaking if we go on to lose this. Can I encourage them? Is that going to upset them if I encourage them? Let's do an encouragement. Have a look at the faces along the bottom here. See, well, look them up here really to see whether they... Well, they've changed positively. So it seems to be a positive shout. We can't make any more substitutions because we've already done 3 changes. Even though we do have 2 more we can bring on. But 5 minutes of stoppage time. If this is a draw, I will be happy, like I said. And it is a 2-2 draw. I'm disappointed because from 2-0 up, you always want to be winning a game. But, we've kind of seen why Kofu are unbeaten. But it's a point against a team that's up there in the playoff areas. So we do drop to 9th in the table on 10 points. But, yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think that's a very, very good point for us. Despite the fact that we were 2-0 up. Right, we can do contract negotiations with Mori. He wants to be an important player, fair enough, no problem with that. He doesn't have an agent. Can we try and get that down a little bit? I'll always change that to 20% from 30 or 35, whatever they're after. Let's see if he's going to accept. Yep, he's accepted that. So 1.8k a week. He should be coming in now. Luckily, Pufflet's only out for 1 to 2 days. So he might still be fit for the next game. And talking of that, let's get to the next game right now. Right, here we are then for the game against Omiya. And Oliver Pufflet is okay. He's fit enough to start the game today. Mateus Sandoval is kind of fit. He's on the subs bench anyway. He replaces Fujioka on there. No changes to the team, even though Matsumoto is not fully fit. I did forget to rest the players for both days between games. I only rested them for one. So Matsumoto has been slightly impacted by that. But otherwise, it is a completely unchanged team from the last game. So it's Kawata in goal, Matsumoto left back, Agawa right back, Omori and Pedro in the centre of defence, Kobayashi and Matsumoto in the centre of midfield, Martinez and Iwabuchi out wide, Takagi and Pufflet up top. Let's get into the game then. Turn on the opposition instructions as we always do. And this is a game, like I was saying earlier, we should be winning. It is against Omiya. It is away from home, but they are lower down in the league than us. They are just outside the relegation zone, really. But they have got a couple of wins in their last 2 games. Only 1 defeat in the last 5. So they're not on a bad run of form, to be fair to them. They are 12th at the moment in the league table. That's with the 1 point for this game. We have a corner with Matsumoto in a beautiful white kit. It's cleared, but only as far as Takagi, who gives it to Kobayashi. And it's another off the woodwork job. I thought the game kind of came to a standstill. I thought there was an offside or something. But we need to stop hitting the woodwork and actually convert these chances. Well won by Omori. That was a good tackle. Gives it to Matsumoto. Left back Matsumoto, that is, as we do have 2. Here's Pedro, our posh centre back. The other Matsumoto to Agawa. Back to Pedro. To Kobayashi. Playing it around nicely. I do like this. Here's Omori, the man that won the ball back to begin with. Takagi finds Pufflet, and Pufflet finds the back of the net. It's 1-0. It's his 3rd goal of the season. Is Oliver Pufflet actually going to be the striker that I originally thought he would be? There's an instant highlight, though, from kickoff, which is something I never usually like. But we've won it back. Matsumoto to Pufflet to Iwabuchi. This is a good little counter from us. To Matsumoto. Back to Matsumoto, and it's a goal. It's 2-0 in the 17th minute. I mean, we've heard this before, us going 2-0 up. We've done that in the last game. If we can hold on to this and, well, even make it better. And I shouldn't really be talking, I'm not really talking about holding on in terms of, right, let's put everyone behind the ball now. I just mean if we, Pufflet's gone off again. I mean, is this a hangover from the injury he had in the last game? And maybe I shouldn't have played him, but... Oh, that's annoying. I mean, the last injury he had only kept him out for 1 to 2 days. So you kind of think, if this is the same thing, is he just a bit of a hypochondriac and just plays a bit of football, scores a goal, and then says, right, take me off now, governor. Right, here's a Maida, our target man. Oh, he's been tackled and lost the ball. They can now counter. Can we get a tackle in? No. Oh, they've hit the... I'll tell you what, we lead a charmed life with that frame of the goal, don't we? We really do. Matsumoto's looking absolutely knackered, our left back. We can bring Kojima on if we choose to. Here's Omori with a free kick. Oh, we should have scored that. One of the Matsumoto boys really should have scored that. And that's half time. It's 2-0. I'm pleased so far. Keep it up in the second half. Absolutely. Matsumoto will not last too much longer, I don't think. So if we can get him to an hour, then take him off. That would be fine with me. Because we do only have 2 more substitutions we can make. Got 4 more players we can bring on. That's a nice ball to Matsumoto. He gives it to Agawa. Cross into the box towards Umaida. Oh! That was a good opportunity for Umaida, who probably should have scored that, to be fair. He was kind of running back a little bit, but that's terrible from us. And they just go straight for the middle of us. And that's a penalty. I actually thought that was a pretty decent challenge, to be fair. But they've got a penalty away back into the game for Omiya. And they scored it. It's 2-1. First goal of the season from Rui Perez. Right, let's get Matsumoto off. And let's bring on Kojima. Right, what else do we want to do? Amori's not playing great. He's on a 6.4 with a yellow card. But I think we'll stick with him for the time being. Just make that one change. We can't be throwing away a 2-goal lead against a team that's down currently 13th in the table. Right, they've got the ball for this highlight. That's a very good ball over the top from them. They've still got it even though we tried to make a challenge, and it's 2-2. Oh, this is so annoying. Why are we conceding these goals? Why are we taking 2-0 leads and then just losing it? I'm so frustrated. Right, Senderval can come on for Iwabuchi? Martinez? We bring him on for Iwabuchi. And Matsushita can come on. Is he going to come on for Matsumoto? Probably. Well, he is. Oh, I'm so frustrated with this. I mean, to be fair, it has been a pretty even game when you look at the stats. But it's 2 games in a row we've gone 2-0 up. And we just cannot hold on to a lead. And now we've just given the ball away again. Surely we're not going to lose this. Surely we are not going to lose this. Can someone make a tackle and get the ball back, please? I refuse to believe we're going to lose this. Oh, I thought they were going to make me eat my words. I really did. 4 minutes of added on time. Certainly don't look like it's going to be us that might get a winner. But we do have the ball. Here's Kobayashi. Gives it to Omiya. Senderval. Do something. You've not done anything since you've been with us. Puts a cross into box towards Omiya. Oh, that hit the crossbar. And now they're coming forward. Please, no. Pedro brings the ball down very nicely, actually. And that is full time. Wow. We hadn't drawn a game before today's episode. We've now drawn both games in the episode. I've just told them that's a satisfying result when it really isn't. But we've got 2 points from the episode. We're on 11 points. We're 7 points outside the relegation zone. Overall, if we keep picking up points, we're going to be safe. Right, what's up with Pufflet? He's now out for 6 to 7 weeks. Well, thankfully, Maury is in. So we've basically replaced Pufflet. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all we need to show for today. So let's go to the schedule. I think what we'll do is we'll play the rest of this month offline. May come back for Gifu and Fujieda. Does that look about right? We've got Gifu 14th, Fujieda 4th. Yeah, I think we'll do them 2 games there. So we'll play 3 league games and the other cup game off camera. And in tomorrow's episode, we'll play Gifu and Fujieda. So thank you very much for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of good, wonderful stuff. Turn on notifications. Hit me up in the comments as well. Let me know what you think of the series so far. Let me know what you think of the J-Leagues in general, any of that sort of thing. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.